Hi everyone, my name is Anaga and I'm part of the Data Science Discovery team. And in this video today, we're going to be doing a question about Bayes' theorem and using probability statements to find the probability in cancer tests. So let's go ahead and get started. So here it says the question pertains to screening for lung cancer, right? Suppose 40% of people who get tested have lung cancer, right? If someone has cancer, the test will correctly give a positive result 90% of the time. And if they don't have cancer, the test will correctly give a negative result 80% of the time. So this is like the probability of a true positive, and this is the probability of like a true negative, right? So it says it here, if someone tests positive, what is the probability that they do not have cancer? So given that someone tests positive, right, given that someone tests positive, what is the probability that they do not have cancer? So that's why it's probability of not cancer given that they test positive. So yes, you can kind of use Bayes' theorem to solve it using the equations, or you can, make a table. So I think that the explanation for making a table is a bit more intuitive to me. So that's the approach that I'm going to be using. Of course, both approaches are correct, right? It just depends on how you like to, format out or plan your probabilities. So here it says that, well, first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and create my table here, right? So I'm going to create, let's say like cancer, and then write here, no cancer. And this is going to be a positive test result, this is going to be a negative test result, and then this is going to be my total, right? So I think it doesn't matter where you write, if you flip these columns around, that's totally fine. But I notice that I am making my marginal columns as well because I want to include those, right? So I guess I'll just like make my table here. All right, so here it says 40% of people who get tested have this lung cancer, right? So I think what you first want to do is go ahead and choose a total. I'll just choose 100 people, right? Suppose we're looking at 100 people. You can choose 1,000. I wouldn't go lower than 100 because then you're going to be dealing with a bit smaller values, and maybe you don't want those decimals, right? So here it says, suppose 40% of people who get tested have lung cancer. So suppose I have 100 total people that I'm looking at, right? 40% of them who get tested actually have lung cancer, right? So out of these 100 people, 40 of them have lung cancer right here, right? So this means 60 of them don't have lung cancer, right? If someone has cancer, the test will correctly give a positive result 90% of the time, right? So if someone has cancer, the test will correctly give a positive result 90% of the time. So we're looking at the subset of people who actually have cancer, right? So it's going to be this basically this row right here, right? So it says, if someone has cancer, out of these 40 people who have cancer, the test will correctly give a positive result 90% of the time, right? So what is the 90% basically of 40? Well, that's just going to be 36, right? So you know that out of these 40 people who have cancer, the test will correctly give a positive result to 90% of them, or to 36 of them. And this is 4 here then, right? So and if they don't have cancer, the probability of a true negative is basically 80% of the time, right? So out of these people, the 60 people who do not have cancer, 80% of them will correctly get a negative test result, right? So 80% of 60 is just going to be 48. So out of basically these 60 people who don't have cancer, 80% of them, or 48 of them, will correctly have a negative result, right? And then this you can just fill out here, right? This is 52, and then this is just going to be 48. And you want to make sure that these all add up to 100, which they do, and this all adds up to 100, right? So this is the table that we have, that we created from these probability statements here. Right, so now it says if someone tests positive, what is the probability that they do not have cancer? So what is the probability of no cancer given a positive test? Well, how many people are we looking at? We're only looking at this positive part of the population, right? We're not looking at the 100 total people. We're looking at the part of the population that got a positive test result, right? Which is basically going to be this column right here. So out of these 48 people who got a positive test result, what is the probability that they do not have cancer? So out of these 48 people who got a positive result, 12 of them don't have cancer, right? So it's basically 1/4. And that is your answer, right? So it's just going to be 1/4 here. And that is correct. So, the key, I think, to solving these questions is organizing your probabilities in a way that is easy for you to understand and accurate, right? Here we just made a table. You can use any sort of formulas that you want, right? That's equivalent. And we basically, after we, calculated the probabilities, we just really carefully looked at the statement and made sure to look at the correct subset of the population, which is the people who, got a positive test result. And out of those 48 people, 12 of them did not have cancer. So I hope this video was helpful, right? If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye.